Today, here with me in the European Parliament in Brussels is Monica Semedo. Thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you for the invitation, Mrs. Josep.
You are coming from Luxembourg and you are a renewed member of the European Parliament. That's for our viewers to know exactly. We are going to discuss about things that are changing in the Employment Committee. What are you focusing on now and should interest us?
Yeah, so it was very busy since the last time I was here. So I worked on the adequate European minimum wages, which is important also for a country like Romania. And just today I had a meeting with young European citizens and talked about quality traineeships. I was the rapporteur on this initiative report. We are waiting for the Commission to act now and make a legislative proposal. And when I say quality traineeships, means that traineeships should be paid or remunerated for the first, but quality means more than that. For example, also that one has a real learning experience, because a traineeship is in fact facilitating the access to the job market. And what is important with traineeships and that they are remunerated is that people from less privileged background, so young people from less privileged background, they can afford a traineeship, because in average a traineeship in the EU costs 1,000 euros for housing, transportation, food, and so on. And that's why I want them, and we want them as European Parliament, to be paid. Mentorship is important. Inclusion. Traineeships should be inclusive for people with disabilities, so accessible, and of course also fair working conditions for these young European citizens that enter the job market the first time, and have a look how it will be in their future. So these are very important topics and reports are worked on, and we are still waiting now for the Commission proposal. But also today we voted on equality bodies. Means all these bodies that fight for or fight against discrimination and fight in favor of equal treatment. Today we voted on equal treatment between women and men at work, but there's another file where also the Parliament gives its consent, which broadens the scope not only to the job market but also to the rest of the society. So anti-discrimination is really important. We need equal chances and opportunity, equal treatment for each and everyone. And then I was today in the Employment and Social Affairs Committee, where my colleague Lucia Durish-Nikolsnova has presented the European Disability and Parking card. And I'm also very engaged because myself, I am disabled. I have a visual disability. And it's important that, we encourage people with disabilities to discover Europe, to take advantage of their right of free movement, so that when they go to another European member state, that this disability card, this European disability card, is recognized. It's about mutual recognition. So we try to remove barriers that still exist.
Let's go a little bit more in depth with these issues that you've mentioned. So, in general, in the European Union, we are not seeing in 2023 equality in terms of employees. We are still not seeing.
You mean that we have skilled workforce?
No, I mean that we are not seeing equality in terms of being equal men and women at work and in terms of payment.
Unfortunately not. We have to repeat it in each file. That's what I do. In each file to guarantee, to make that equal treatment between men and women. We have to always point on this and repeat it. I'm really I'm fighting to combat racism in the European Union, which is also a huge social factor, unfortunately, and we have to fight that. Racism, discrimination, and to enforce diversity, tolerance, openness. I think that is important, what we need.
That's a change in mentality, actually.
Yes,
and that's a problem.
And that's why we have to repeat it, and we have to make clear that the EU only has a success if we take this approach. Best is an intersectional, tolerant approach. We need, of course, data that prove that, for example, discrimination, racism exists, that there are differences between man and woman in pay. For example, there we worked on also with the pay transparency directive.
Exactly, yeah.
We have to show not everything in the EU is perfect, but we want it to be as perfect as it can be. I mean, we have achieved so much in the European Union, but there are still little things we have to improve. There's always room for improvement as the society also changes.
You've mentioned also the situation of persons with disabilities in terms of parking spaces and also accessibility at the place that they are working. What is the situation if we are looking at the whole European Union?
Yeah, but I cannot say now about each country, but
no,
there was
in general,
there was a pilot project of 7 countries where we had mutual recognition of the national disability cards. It did not work in each country or for each person with disability, but for example, traveling to let's say, Greece, having access to the beaches, but also going to a concert as a Luxembourger in France, is the access guaranteed if I'm in a wheelchair, if I'm visually impaired or disabled. These things are still not working yet, and that's why also the Commission needs to make really a campaign about we have a European disability card recognized in each member state, and so you can move, you can take advantage of your right of movement, free movement in the European Union, and discover the European Union.
What should the member states do?
The member states should, of course, get into close contact with the ones concerned. What is important to see, I think, for each member state is you have persons with a disability, they are in the wheelchair. You have persons that are blind, but you have also persons with autism. For example, or who are just partially blind. So a disability is not just one category. You have the visible ones, but also the invisible ones. And if we have a good awareness-raising campaign by the Commission, but also by the national governments, I think that people without disability understand better why they need better or easier access to, for example, a concert. I mean, it's not that people with disability should only get advantages, but it's for them, and there comes again the equality. They should have the equal chance to enjoy, to visit another member state.
Do you have this equal joy? You as a person, do you have it?
Yes, I have. Mostly I have equal joy, and I have to say that many people without disability, they are very comprehensive and give a helping hand wherever they can. As soon as one has explained what is the disability, but I think it's going on, and I hope that we have this European disability and parking cards by end of this mandate. So my colleague has a lot of work to do, but as I heard today in the committee, The atmosphere is quite good, also with the Commission, which is very good to hear. So I hope that also the Council jumps in and we have this on board by April.
We will meet again and discuss about the final decision. Let's hope it will be a good one.
Hopefully, yes.
Thank you so much.